welcome to another edition of Zanscorp. Today's edition, I just wanted to cover something simple. Basically, for those who are thrifty shoppers, ways to get certain parts for your laptop or PC, which will actually come out cheaper than what the typical person actually does. Now, most people would actually go by their laptop model in order to find items for the laptop or their computer model in order to find parts for the computer. But the problem with that is usually it ends up giving you a higher price because really what you're paying for then is the name. For example, I recently had purchased a Blu-ray burner for my laptop, and I will show you. Currently I am using an Acer Aspire E15. So let's enter in the search here. Blu-ray burner Acer Aspire E15. Click on shopping, and typically for the actual burner you'll see that price at minimum, and even that one's on eBay. So typically eBay will not actually have free shipping unless you're lucky, and even then it's eBay, so you don't really know where you're getting the part from as well as its quality, and then you gotta wait for the shipping to arrive in order to check it, and then if it doesn't actually fit or work, you gotta send it back and go through the hassle for the refund. Now this I figured is better. What you do is you go to, I am using Ubuntu right now, so I gotta use Terminal. For those who are using Windows or Windows PC, basically it's the device manager and your CD/DVD drive, and you can actually view what model you have. But as I said, I am using Ubuntu, so in Ubuntu it is LSHW to actually view everything. Oh, it was right on the bottom. I wasn't even looking at it. That is my current drive right now. That's actually a Blu-ray burner that I purchased recently. Now, obviously, being thrifty, I didn't feel like paying that much. And really, what you're paying for when you do that is the name. So basically, I will show you the previous drive that I had in there. This would be my previous drive. Now, the best thing to do in this case is to actually look at the model number. Like I said, that's actually viewable if you're using Windows through the device manager, and the LSHW command through terminal in Linux. Basically what you're going to do is you're going to enter that into the search instead. So we'll go back here. Search for UJHC. And sometimes you can actually see the size right off one of these pages that actually popped up. If you can't, just click on one of these links and find one that actually lists the size. As you can see, 9.5 millimeter. So what you can do is go 9.5 millimeter and then look up Blu-ray burner. And as you can see, you actually get a much broader selection based on the drive itself. For example, that one. There's another one that's $50 as opposed to being the $90 that you would normally pay there. Well, maybe it helps you save $20 to $40. And it's still the same thing, still the same fit. Actually, this is what I ended up paying for mine. You can see that's quite different than that. Quite the difference. And I purchased mine through Amazon. Amazon has a better, I would say, track record. Now, the other thing I do want to help people to actually realize, this actually works for finding all kinds of parts for your system, but if you are actually looking for a disk drive, one of the things you may want to make sure to do would be to keep your bezel. Now, your bezel is just that small piece that actually you press on to open it. And see, in this case, the image doesn't actually include one. But the reason I say that is because, for example, my current Acer has a different shape to the bezel than the drive came with. The drive is actually just flat, as you can see right there. So if you use the bezel that came with it, it would actually have a gap. And the bezels are usually just kind of like a hook link, except for on the end. So those are actually easy to swap out and replace one for the other. So I hope this helps, and I hope it does help save you some money. If you have any questions, feel free to send me your questions. Make sure I can actually reply to them. Linked comments for some reason have issues with me being able to reply. So feel free to send me your questions, your comments, anything else that you need to know, and I will see you in the next one.